What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. We got ADN, which is really moving up here right now. I'm actually a little upset that I wasn't paying more attention to it. Configuring a bunch of settings and scans and rearranging my screens a little bit here. But anyhow, since you guys are tuning in, hit the thumbs up. Check out the disclaimer, which is on screen. Remember that day trading is, of course, risky. And a lot of people are having a hard time. So, with that being said, let's jump into it. And I'll post my watch list here. If this thing goes for break of 4, I'm jumping in. If it keeps going. Oh, you son of a gun. It's holding. And try. And it's just not holding. Alright, whatever. Scratch trades. And there's 08. Definitely a little more resistance compared to the last breakout, I think. Although I didn't really see it. 27. Can we get some sort of a dip in here? I've been losing like $100 every pre-market.
ATSG.
The 5-minute candle is red, and it's a new 5-minute candle. This is an epic move, though. I mean, again, pre-market, I've made up my mind. There's just a couple more things here I got to figure out. I should have had it done already, to be honest. I wonder if this thing continues. Maybe it does. The low right there was 07. It doesn't seem like it's on backside yet. Can we get one more leg, or is that it? It's back down, low of 12. so far, a bit of a higher low, but let's see. The stock is a little extended, so I want to be careful of the dip. Not bad right there. I'm gonna try it with a tight stop. We're not really bouncing either. I probably could have took a break-even trade there, but that's fine. 7 to low of the pullback, stopping out at 7, maybe a little bit of slippage. This right here is what I don't want to trade if this turns out to just be the end of the move, and then we're kind of like pulling back. If that's the case, that's fine. I mean, I was here, which is fair. I was here since like 8 o'clock, but I was doing a lot of configuring and just like fixing up my screens, changing things up a little bit, try to be a little bit more efficient. So as it was going, I kind of wasn't really like jumping in on the front side push. Let me see the fill there. 7, yeah, good fill coming out. The fills honestly are fine. For what I can see the last couple days. Like, why does this keep showing over and over? Well, I guess it's 9 a.m. I'll wait for the open to see how that goes. And then also settings. There was a message that I have to look at. Two or 3%. All right. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. This thing is pulling back. I started every pre-market red here so far, like $100, $150. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping track of it. Um, but tomorrow, I need to not like we need to be green every day here. There's more than enough to be green if you're coming ready, locked in, everything is set up properly. There's still things I have to do, which is nobody's fault but my own, right? There's still something else I have to configure, which I have to do. I have to do today, so that tomorrow, like, there's zero things in my way. I can just trade freely and properly. The things that I was doing today, I did already, but I forgot to save my layout, so I kind of had to do everything again. But ADN, nice move. STAF gave a nice move earlier. So we got a good watch list here. I think I might come and put some trend lines here early just to kind of get myself well situated and then move on from there with the day. It looks like it's going to be a great day from this type of pre-market watch list, especially if we compare it versus Friday. where we had that much slower start to the day. We actually have a stock up 98%, another up 100%, BSTE that's up 60%. So we have a lot of good gappers here. More than likely, we're going to see something good. Check, check. So APDN, pre-market highs. But I'm noticing over the last couple of weeks, like just trading front side is the way to go. And trying to get this pullback is not a good thing for me to do. I've been watching Tim, like over the weekend I was watching Tim's archives, right? Tim, I don't know how Tim's able, like Tim would be trading this stock like this with 6,000 shares and will be trying to get the dips and do not lose anything at all. And a lot of it is the quickness and the speed of getting in and out over and over, like really, really super scalping, really, and not giving the stock a chance, but then buying the relief bounce. But if it doesn't bounce, back out again. So in comparison to what I just did, which was to give the stock a stop, like I gave it room, holding, watching to see if it'll hold against the previous low, like about 5 cents risk. Some of the other guys, they're giving it 0 cents of risk and then just buying back over and over. So I think, and this is something I used to do a lot more earlier in the year. I think maybe coming back to it just a little bit could be good. Not on the way down, but in areas where I think we have bottomed. So let's say like an area like this, more so than like the actual downtrend. So into the open, that's something that I want to consider here to see how well we can do once the stocks have based a little bit. Five-minute candle to make the new heights, around $4. We'll see if this thing continues to curl. And this is still pullback territory. But if something is to happen, this is like the area where it could start from. So if I'm going to get back involved here, I'll need to see a good volume spike and like this thing just taking off. If there's a dip entry along the way up, then I can be in. But any sort of like just slow grind here, I'm not interested. I'm going to clear my drawing set. 36. Pre-market highs. 200 EMA at 573. There's not a lot of resistance really. We do have a pretty big candle at 953 going back to February of this year. But even then, the volume is not that high, and it's way out of the way compared to where we are now. A more reasonable target, perhaps $5 area. And from there, maybe 586, and then about 715. So it's slowly grinding up here. If it starts to take off, I can jump in. If that rush of volume gets in again and we can get up there to like 450, 480. We might be seeing a pullback here though. And this dip is a dip I could take. We'll see. I'll look at this dip here. I gotta get like my routine for pre-market like really down pack. I'm not really getting any partials, which I like.
YANG.
It's coming down 93. So it's given back a lot of the candle there, which started out at 92. So good tight stops. This 1 minute dip I don't mind, but it's always fine to see this early pullback, but we of course want to curl back up. So I'll be waiting. Okay, I'll be waiting. So we got about 20 minutes to the open. I'll be waiting here now. This stock actually moved up on the list, so I'm going to keep it up here up top, and then along with STAF and VSTE, for those of you who left out early on Friday, this one kind of came out of nowhere around, I think, 12 p.m., like 11:50 a.m., 12 p.m. market time. And this thing just took off. It went from 260 up to about $4. I saw it around like 410, 420. So I missed a good bulk of the move, but better late than never. From 450 or so, it got all the way up to $8. And I traded it with small size. I was able to get myself up $2,000 in just a couple trades. And then I did give back 200 off the top, which wasn't too bad. And then I left out from there. So it continued. If I pull it up here, VST, it continued after selling off, because it sold off. It continued all the way up here this morning, 4 a.m. from 480 up to $10, which is pretty impressive. Right now, from that high of $10, we're down here at 729, which is essentially Friday's high of day. The question right now is, do we have what it takes to give a red to green back up to $10? And can we see a $2.50, $3 a share move back up to 10.88? If we can get $3 out of this thing, whether it's a smooth move up, halts going up, or any sort of move up, really, any uptrend can be good. So we'll be keeping an eye to see how this does. It's 9:10. Oh, tomorrow I'm done with any red pre-market tomorrow. Once I come in, all this like just rust, and like now I know exactly what needs to be done. I've seen it enough to know exactly how I need to start pre-market and end pre-market. Tomorrow I'm gonna be locked and loaded, guns a blazing. And honestly, I was thinking about size, because remember I said I was gonna like go a little slower for a few weeks. There's no need for me to go a little slower. Once I see what I like, I know what I have to do. Check, check. Okay, so I'm gonna jump up top, and then catch you guys back in Gen 1 at 11 a.m. At 11 a.m. Here we go. Broker trades. To be honest with you, I did not do it. Hold up. Well, hold on before I go. Yeah, let me finish what I was saying. Yeah, I actually I didn't get to get it done. All right, I'm gonna jump into Gen 1. Not Gen 1. MMU Gen 1, let's say. I'm gonna jump into the MMU chats. I'll be back down here at 11 a.m. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Those are for the chat room members, those of you on YouTube. All right, here we go. Bro, when I come back here tomorrow, this is just, it's over. That's it. Pastor's finally ready. Ready to dominate. All right. I did post a watch list already. I'm going to continue here with my trend lines. Just make sure that I'm ready to go. So we got 1088 pre-market high for VSTE. Going back to April 1st, we had a candle with a high point of 11.99, which is in proximity. This is a candlestick that I want to pay attention to and mark out the high point. The pre-market high on that day, I believe, might have been at 13.10. So I'm going to actually keep this trend line here. This is from a few days ago, to see how that does on VSTE. So there's $11.99, $14, and then $17.95 as major levels. Looks good though. Looks good. We have room. It's kind of been on a pullback. I hope we can see the uptrend early within the first hour or two. If not, I mean, that's fine. Some of these stocks, they'll go till 2 p.m., right? And you need to be here. If you're not, then you'll miss the opportunity. STAF. We got the pre-market high at 435. Low of the pullback at 1313. 200 EMA on the daily at 338. High point for STAF is at 464 on, this is a daily level, on August 22nd, 76 million shares of volume that day. We're above that level right now, and it's good to see that we're above that level with relative ease. And as of recent of October, was this 17th, last month, we had a high point of 569. 56 million shares of that on that day. 569. So over the pre-market highs, we'll have a couple cents of room. And then other than that, it does look good for $6-7 area. So STAF looks good. Hopefully we can see 450, maybe even higher out of it. Coming back, a quick look at ADN. Do we have everything here mapped out and ready? So I had 497 on the daily chart, and then 573 to 200 EMA. Other than that, there's 715 places that are potential targets that could also be resistance on the daily chart. ADN. Looking good, man. ADN, 98%, 19 million shares of volume. STAF, 108%, 14 million shares of volume. VSTE, 9 million shares of volume, 58% move up. And that's including the pullbacks that a lot of these stocks has given. NUWE. NUWE. 70% move, 9 million shares of volume. Started off in after hours on Friday. It's been a little choppy in this range. Like low of the pullback here is down at 209 if we include Friday's levels. And the range here is like, it's fairly wide. So can we see something in here? Some sort of consolidation perhaps. Unless it like does something strong to the upside, I'm not going to be super interested. But if we can get like a halt up or something here, then honestly, anything strong that can show, hey, we can get up to 3 and maybe break through the level. But if it's just like low volume sideways, I'm not going to be super interested here. NUWE. Doesn't seem as obvious as the other three. Daily levels. There's a double top at 380, which is worth maybe putting a trend line. This is going back to July of this year. So NUWE, we'll see how that does. And then lastly on the list, there is NLSP. NLSP. NLSP is up 40%. High point was 649. Right now we pulled back. Low to pull back is 484. The daily chart definitely has resistance. The 200 EMA is at 1015. Although that is a ways away. 1015, 200 EMA. And we did reject the 200 EMA quite a few times. If you guys check out the daily chart on July 29th, June 27th, and June 18th. All rejected the 200 EMA. But that's, again, at 516, or was that 560? 560? Excuse me, 1560. Jeez. I don't know why my brain just skips that first, that first decimal point, right? So if there's a stock at like $30, let's say like 30.30, if I don't even say the 30 part, I just say the cents after the decimal. Especially when there's two numbers. But anyhow, we got 1560. We rejected the 200 EMA up there, but we're a ways away from there. So for this type of stock, honestly, from where we are now to the pre-market highs, it's $1.50 going up, and then to the 200 EMA, which is at 10, that'd be another $4 a share. So I mean, there's maybe we can see something here, right? Now the trick is on a day like this is that we have three fairly obvious stocks, right? In VSTE, STAF, and ADN. So it'll be key to see which one is going to be the strongest one. Usually there's going to be, even if two stocks are strong or three, usually there's one that's like, hey, proving to you that I'm the stock, right? I'm the one. So that's the one I want to be trading. And maybe it is ADN, we'll see. But other than that, I don't want to be flip-flopping too much and trying to I don't want to be chasing my tail like a dog, going in a circle trying to, find the hot one and then missing opportunities on everything, going stock to stock to stock. So the goal is to just lock in on one, the best one, and try to stay there, capitalize early, ease off, and not get too, mixy, right? The mission here, capitalize on the front side going up, ease off a little on the back side for me. Once we start to base out, then I can give it a shot again. But other than that, just uptrends primarily here, uptrends and overextended. If I'm trading like a lot of dips, like an overextended dip, like us flushing into like a halt down kind of thing, obvious levels that are like break and reclaim, and even then, just a hint of confirmation as we're jumping in. We're not going to wait for too much because that could be higher fills, but yeah. So my share size for every stock here is set. I am red $300, a bit of a scratch trade. So and we usually start the day with smaller size anyways. We're not going to be super aggressive. Part of this is that we're not sure which one is the one yet, so we want to be patient for that and take it from there. So I'm going to start up my screen recording. The alarm is about to go off here in about 10 seconds. So for those of you tuning in on YouTube, all of the students, of course, turn on your screen recording. There's the alarm. So I'll just pop open another OBS here OBS is such a great platform. I mean, it's free and there's a million tutorials on YouTube, and it records your screen for you. Now we did sign those agreements and signed our lives away, so maybe they're I don't know. I don't know. You guys know how it is here in the States, right? They're probably selling our data. All right. Other than that, hit that thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. I think it's going to be an awesome day here today. I'm looking forward to the momentum. Should be a good one. Another beautiful day in paradise. Another day to win. This weekend, there's a lot of things that I was doing. One of the things I didn't do, as we mentioned earlier, was the software for the mic. That I have to look at. I didn't get a chance to look into. There's 430 for ADN. Are we going to see a break of 436 here, right into the open? I'm going to chase this. Oh, my share size. No. Crap. Shouldn't it stick at 1,500 shares? 36 is the entry. I'd have been long at 43. Not sure why my share size went back down to just one share here. Actually, yeah, I know. Once if I switch a ticker symbol, that'll happen. It's my default size, one share. It looks like it might be a false breakout as we're back down at 20s. 3 minutes, 30 seconds for the open. You know, on my DAS platform, if I switch a ticker symbol, I can show you guys. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. If I switch a ticker symbol here, right? If I switch a ticker symbol, let's say I go to NLSP, you see how it just jumps down to one share? So let's go back 1500. Let's say I put 1500, and then I switch over to ADN. It jumps back down. I forgot why I had it set like that. It was like for safety of some sort. Let me take this screen off. We got 2 minutes 30 seconds for the open. I would have made a couple cents. I was in at 43, selling at 50. Did I get the exit at 50? 49. Oh no, 40. Well, I got filled 45. Never mind. I guess I did buy the ask, right? One share. My hotkeys are set to buy the ask. And did I? What's this? Okay, that's good. 2-minute warning. All right, guys. It's another beautiful day, and it's another day to be disciplined. So let's implement all the small changes that we've noticed over the last few days into our trading today to get that better outcome. Let's look forward to having an excellent day here. Right now, there's no excuse. We're all coming in on an even playing field here as we're heading into the open. Let's look forward to the opportunities that we know and love. Let's be fierce. Let's be confident. Let's not hesitate. Let's have tight risk management. Let's execute well. Let's be fast, right? Let's be like lightning here. Quick jabs. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee. You know, for me, it's another day, right? And there's just one thing that I've been working on primarily, which is to not hesitate. And I'm looking forward to not hesitating here. A lot of rapid fire trades, quick trades into the open the first 2, 3 minutes. You know, we're gonna just take it by ear. But after that, once we get our direction, it's just gonna be bare pace, straight pace and power. We got 14 seconds. Here we go. Straight to the best of our abilities.
RILYPMTEN.
We had a low of 99 right there.
GLT.
We're kind of just in a churn so far. No clear direction just yet. Let's see how we do over 30 here. Twice coming up to 30 and kind of having a bit of trouble. The STE over 68. How are we going to do here? There's a bit of a spread though. VSTE a little slow in volume. ADN sideways, slow, waiting. How's some of the other ones, as in NUWE to start, and then NLSP? STAF, a little bit of a bounce from 93, but back down a bit. Comments are always so hilarious. Interesting. ADN is coming up a little bit. And it's back into the slums. NUWE. Let's see if this opens up a little bit. Mm, it's a little whippy. There's a seller. Oh, it's gonna break. When I get back in, there's a bid. NUWE seems like it's a stock here. Oh, what are the fills? I'm making money selling high. I'm losing money selling higher. Oh, that's strange. Come on. You know you want to. Reclaim. Fly. Bounce. Curl. Yeah. Just like we know you can. But this thing is whippy though, right? Look at that. Why is this stock so whippy? How are the others? 5 minute candle is still pretty good. Oh, should have went. I'm gonna give it a sec here. There's a small bid there. Should have been back in there. It didn't go, at least not yet. 67. Bro, I should have already been up like 1,000 plus. I'm not sure why the fills are not that good. It seems like I'm selling into that like 3 cent pop and then nothing. 70, 72. Okay. $82. 82. It's not a good fill. Back out. 87, 88. There's a lot of people bidding it up. But can we get through 90? Only 92. I might size down a bit. I like that our candle is young and bullish. Our last high of day was at 67. We've pushed up nicely. We got a high of 96. It's just in an uptrend. And again, this is where I can do my best, is in an uptrend with the quick trades. A little aggressive there for the breakout. Ooh, I sold too soon. Ooh, oh, wow. Well, okay. Yeah. Well, I sold back at 3 trying to get in at 95 with that seller that was still there, but it's gonna run. Bro, I'm about to go crazy, right? I'm about to size up like crazy on this thing. I'm gonna go for the moon here. I'm gonna accept all the risks too. Now we dance. Now the past star look to go where no man has went before. Time to show some footwork. Alright, let's rotate and see if anything else is moving. ADN had a hard time. So again, this is just another stock where pre-market is going to be the best action here. And this is 8. So this is where tomorrow, there's no excuse for me right here. Right here. This. Tomorrow there's no excuse here. Going up right here. And then if we also can catch this area, great. But this primarily is where I can be green right here. My best odds of being green. All this other stuff here is slums. This is just selling off and choppy. And LSP, no good. STAF. We lost on something else. VSTE, we took a $200 loss. This was for high of day. I tried high of day breakout here. And it was no good. It was a little spready. Volume maybe a little too light. Resumption is at 47.35. And I'm going to prep here. NUWE. I need to be accurate. But I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good about being accurate here as well. Something like what Tim said, 5K side. I'm using 5,000 shares on the resumption. Not that huge, but just a little bit of kick there. Every penny will be 50 cents. Every 10 cents will be 500 bucks plus or minus. But we're looking to win here.
AMBI.
AMBI. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, to hit the thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. If this goes well, we should be up like close to 2K right away. If it doesn't go well, we'll probably be flat, or yeah, probably flat.
WLGS.
If it goes great, we'll be up like 4 or 5K. The Pastor looking to fly. APDN or ADN, not that good right now, down to 350. 47.35. 47.35. I'm actually pretty excited here, which is good. With 37. I'm excited, and I'm just here. On the screen, I look completely just, normal. Less than a minute. No fear, no hesitation. We're at 3:29, and we got 5 seconds. Here we go. Can we get a dip? Well, my fills were pretty shit. Or I should have been up 2 grand already. 85. The halt up's at 96. There it is. I need to see those fills spread. Falls. Oh, no, it looks like it'll get locked in. Oh. Oh, ooh. That almost came out of that halt. Wait, why is this like this? Execution time. Is this right? Is this the order? Bro, why did it feel like I made nothing? Shouldn't I be up more? I started buying at 52. I got fills all the way 55. Well, just a good fill. And I'm out 70. Bro, what? I don't know. I'm kind of lost here. But anyhow, the next resumption, 48. 40 was that 3? 53, 12 seconds. 53 and 12 seconds. And I'm going to trade this resumption here aggressively again. Not 5K, but I'll do like 3,500. I reduce the size a little bit as it goes because the risk is going to get a little higher. Is this 5,000 shares? Doesn't look like 5,000 shares. And then I only made 5 cents on this trade, which was ridiculous. It didn't really bounce though, but I would have thought it would have bounced quicker. $53 and 12 seconds.
WLGS.
Why is there so many? Do we have any other resistance that we want to keep in mind? I think I said it'll have room. Well, we got a couple of topping wicks, but the volume on those days are super light, like 584, 661. I can map them out. This stock has seen a few reverse splits in its days. We ripped over the double top at 480 with, is that 480 or was that 380? 380 with ease. You know what's interesting is that in pre-market I said if this one gives a strong direction to the upside, it could be good, whether a halt up or something else. And that's what we're getting to break out of this sideways range here from 209 to 311. We got less than a minute. We're halted up at 396. Break of $4 here is the next entry. Of course, we're so close to the level that we'll have to like see how it goes. Maybe it resumes showing 416 resumption. I'm hoping we get a dip, but if it doesn't dip, if it shows me that it doesn't want to dip, I'm still gonna buy. We got 10 seconds where it's 396. Here we go. Dip. Oh. Oh, I got the fill. Got the fill. That's good. 350. Can we hold? That was close as hell, man. There's a hidden buyer at 4, but it sold through. It's having trouble. I'm gonna size down and ease off. 800 shares max here. It could still curl back up, but we have to be certain here. Don't you go down on me. What's the low? Okay. If it continues to hold, it's likely that we get back up to $4. But we're here testing 40 again. Breakdown. And is it holding? It's not holding. Maybe that's it. That's probably it. I'll trade the next big flush out if it comes. Teleport down. Drop. And I'll buy the dip. The overextended dip only. If it like teleports to 3 right here, or maybe like below 3. Alright, I'm going to start to look at other stocks quickly. ADN, NLSP, NUWE, STAF, BSTE. Everything is in the slums. When we had $4 on that dip, it bounced to 404. And then there was more red. I'm like, yep. So if you don't get the fill there, it's like a brutal loss. You get that 50 cent slippage downside risk. If your position is too big, you probably just got caught. So sizing down for me was a good move there, because with 5K size, I'm pretty sure it would have took longer to fill. And I would have gotten blazed below the whole dollar. Is the stock still bullish? I think so. But it's in pullback territory. $350 is going to be important to get above and start to hold above here eventually. And the high of this move up down is 71. I'm gonna try. What I could try here with smaller size, depending on how it moves, is the 5-minute setup. But we'll see if it provides an opportunity for that. If not, just quick scalps going back up. I've sized down to smaller size here though, for now. Okay. To 50, rid of resistance at 50. There's 54. I'll take the couple cents if I can. Only 56 there. Not quite getting up to 60. But decent signs here early in the move. The new 5-minute candles a couple seconds out, 15 seconds or so. Can we get the 5-minute candle to make the new high? And if it doesn't pull back down again, that's fine. $42. It's bouncing fairly high for now. I like what I'm seeing so far. It looks decent so far here. I think there's maybe like there's like a 50% chance maybe we can retest the highs. Could be wrong, but we'll see. So I'll still need a good entry, of course. Can't just say, hey, okay, I think there's a half chance this retest the highs. Let me just buy right now and wait. Still need a proper area. Why is there so much lag? Can't even get a couple cents here as it's coming down. Yeah, it's lagging bad. I want to take my starter again. I'll hold this a little longer, but if I'm watching as it comes down here to re-average, if it does. Just in case we see break below, and my fills are not even that much better trying to get in lower. In case we see the break below 3. Can we not bounce? Not even over 10? What's going on? There's a hidden seller there, it seems like. Well, I'm going to be out there too soon. But why did that? Why? Why? Well, there probably was a seller. Just maybe took a while to break. We hit the level like 3 times and nothing. But the goal would be, can this like slowly, even if we can get like 30 something, 40 would be like amazing out of that. And then if it does end up curling up nicely, then maybe it's an epic trade. But we only got the 20 there. It's already kind of having trouble again. So even the 5-minute setup around VWAP area still kind of shaky. Do we still have a 50% chance to get back to highs? Maybe not. VSTE. I've given back what was that, 600 or 500. I think at highs maybe I was up at like 1500 or 16 or at 11 on the stock, so I gave him back about 500-600 off the top. Is this the curl coming now? Notice that we didn't break below $3, right? So if this can get back up to 30 area, that'll be good. Because the stop on this trade is honestly just a couple cents. So if this can get back to 30, 40, like it's a really great trade even just there. Plus if I'm holding some like through the high or closer to the highs of like 50, 60, high of the range. Uh, is there anything else? Break below 3 and no bounce. This one is might be finished. Good old Christmas tree. Maybe. Maybe. A good old Christmas tree. Now can something else curl up? So we're gonna have to wait for something else to hit the scans. Right now the scans are kind of flat. All right, that's fine. At least we got ourselves back to green. We did get back 600 off the top there, which wasn't great, but whatever comes next is what we need, what we'll use to put ourselves up into a good green day, and then maybe get out of here, ease off, or it all depends if something else after that comes. But I'd consider the first wave of momentum to be yesterday's news. Came and went, and that's it. Will something else come and give us another boost here in the day? Maybe it's one of the stocks right now that's pulled back. Maybe it'll be something fresh from the scans. Maybe it can be a continuation stock from a few days ago. And there's no knowing of when this stock will come. It can be 5-10 minutes from now. It can be 2 to 5 hours from now, right? Might not be till 3 p.m. Usually there's something else though. Usually, most days. Some people after this they'll say, "Hey, that's it for me," and they'll be out of here. I still thought like I don't know the math. Like I need to do the math on that trade. Like I still don't know what happened and why I didn't make more. Okay. Uh, this is a little interesting. Was I thought I was green on the stock before, right? Why is it so strange? What's wrong? Like, what's going on? 56, 71, 70, well, 69. The exit's all the way down 69. So maybe it was just like a 12-cent trade. Maybe that's what it is. I guess because I saw like 86 basically after as I'm selling, like 86 I think was like another like the next tick in the print. So it's like I'm thinking I made at least 20 cents. I make like 10 cents in the trade. Classic, right? In the good old market. Playing hard to get, playing hardball. SPPL. Damn these pennies, man. Why isn't anybody talking about this in the chat? Or am I just not paying attention to the chat? Freaking pennies. This thing moved up like 80% already. This is the real hot stock of the day. The last massive pullback it gave, it was able to recover. See, I would want to catch this move right here. 43 to 60, 68. So unless this gives another like big move coming up here again, it's not going to be worth it. NUWE is curling up a little bit. This is the problem with the 5 minute setup though, is that we're not really getting a lot of resolution. So if you tried here, nothing. I mean, we did get the bounce here to like, 57, I guess, but and you have to like time those entries really well.
VIO.
10:14 a.m. NUWE curling up a little more. How far will it go? Can it go to the moon? Can it go to the moon soon? Jeez, what's wrong? Can we get back to 50? I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, of course I get filled. I got wrecked on that shit, man. I wasn't even buying that late. That was instant bounce. What I see happening a lot though is like a lot of the winning trades that you do get, a lot of the times they don't have any kick to it because of how the fills are. But then when you take a loss or you get a high fill, it's like the difference is just insane. Like the imbalance there. As you get the worst fill going in and out in a losing trade, it's like double the winner. Like you just you gotta just avoid losing on any trade really, if possible. Sometimes keeping it tight is a little harder. SPPL watching over VWAP. If maybe it pushes through here. There's 55.50. Okay, 57, not bad. It's having trouble though, SPPL. What does that mean? Wait, NUWE back at 30s? Might be worth keeping an eye on this one only. It's bouncing once it dips, so I definitely am missing out on a couple cents here every time this one pulls back. moving, man. This thing is moving. 37, 34, 18. This is enough to make a couple cents at a time here, even if fills are not as great. Locking in fully here to NUWE. There. Stumbling as I'm dancing here on some of these trades. 20 by 21, 19. It seems like it might be, well, it's a little early to say. Are we seeing a little bit more selling? SPPL might try again at VWAP. I'm going to do a quick rotation. PPL. It could turn into something, but it's definitely having trouble right now. Just a small bid. How's that going to help influence the stock here? 55. Okay. Shit. Should have been back in. It's moving fast. SPPL, the stock to watch right now. Mm, I'm selling a little too soon here. Tight stop. Tight stop. Oh, there's a bid. 68 is highs. It might just go. But there's a... Oh, it's gonna break the seller. Crap. Taking it again? What? What was my fill right there, bro? I should have held that trade, though. If I would have even got that fill, it would have been good. Son of a gun. Dip, 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 dip before you go into the halt. Dip, dip, one more time. Dip, one more time. Mm, it might just 76 to halt up. T 74, taking a couple cents. Five-minute candle has 20 seconds. Previous highs were at 68. Let's see how this dip does. And can we get another 5-minute candle to be green here? Well, how did I not make more than that, man? And I gotta just stop saying that because I know exactly why. I'm at the mercies of the spreads. I'm at the mercies of the spreads. I'm at the mercies of the wind. And the merciless markets, the wind's merciless here. Ooh, I hesitated that on that one. That was a good entry, 66.10. 66.50. Oh, it's coming down. It's coming down. I'm gonna ease off here. I don't need to be trying to trade a downtrend, only if it's going up. So even if I have to miss the bottom here to let this thing curl without me a little bit, that's what I'm gonna do. The low was 65, and of course that where I ran out of mental capital and you know, that's the bottom. When you want to dance with the stock market is gonna dance back, so you got to be ready. Stock market is no stranger to dancing back here, waiting for you to trip and fall, to laugh, waiting for you to get off beat and out of rhythm. But we're coming in here with style and decor. So let's see how it does here. Well, we got a tight 5-minute candle, or will we need a bigger pullback? VWAP is at 59 if this thing really like dips here, because we've seen some bigger dips over the last few weeks. But I'm hoping for higher low or double bottom. So far, so good. Can we hold up this range? This would seem like it's the second wave of momentum here. It's come a little early, which is good. And we hope this stock gets up to like 90 cents if it's, you know, if we can get lucky here. A break and reclaim could be interesting. It looks like it might be like a straight double bottom there. It's kind of high, but I'm trying it. Tight stop, just a really tight stop here. My fill really wasn't that great, but in fact, let's cut that. My fill is like a little high. See, if I had gotten like 65 right here, it would have been great, man. Good try, good try. So that, it might be holding up. It might just be holding up and be getting ready for the uptrend here. That's what's happening. And it's quick, right? Look at how quick it's coming up. Shit. Man, my fill right there was trash. The fill is we need it to dip a little as it's going. It's not really dipping, it's just holding high, resulting into some more aggressive entries and higher fills. Come on, y'all could have gave me that ask fill. Great entry here. Great exit there. Do I want to risk it for the biscuit? I will. And it's going to pay off. 70. We need to see over 71 and then 72 if we're going to get high of day though. But it might need to come back down a little bit more again. 71.50. Oh, I should have jumped in there. Some like breakout trades are working. And I mean like for half cent, 1 cent, not like, an actual breakout. I need to find out if I can push more size than this. It might be not fully maximizing. I'm gonna go up to 12,000. And then I'm gonna keep increasing by like 4K size. If the fills are still good, I'm just gonna keep pulling more size, more size. Oh, well, I guess that's the limit. It's not gonna fill me. That didn't take long. And I missed a beautiful trade there too. Could have gotten 12,000 shares, almost a full penny. So it's another downtrend, maybe, if we break down these lows, which means it's time for me to ease off. Can we hold the low of the consolidation here? Can we hold up the low of the consolidation? Is this a higher low versus our previous 5-minute candle? Are we seeing a higher low here? I think maybe, but it's a little early to say. We got 68 on the ask. I feel not the I got like a high fill there. Bro, if we can do not even if. Forget if, man. Forget if. I don't even want to hear if coming out of my mouth right now. Tomorrow when I dial in pre-market and make money. And then starting day up like 800 already. And then coming in to find hot stocks to add fuel to the fire. Then we can really get on to something here. We have to dominate. I can't believe I wasn't like just looking for this last week and a half. I can't believe I was just not looking at it at all. Like what the hell was I thinking? Bro, like 2 years of just hot. I mean, we would see these charts in pre-market, but I don't know, man. Like there's just too much hot stocks there to not trade. As I'm missing entries here. Let me lock in. I'm gonna miss. Uh, did I get a good fill? No, well, somewhat. It moved up though. That's a great trade. I'm gonna start buying twice. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. I tried big size high of day. Not quite. Maybe we ease off a little bit. Did we really lose that much? Jeez. Maybe a little sloppy there. 77. Why did that fill take so long? Actually, I already sold high, but it's like forever dip. All right, let me calm down here. That was awful. Plus to 1800, and I gave back $400 like that. Getting too excited, perhaps. 5 minute candle made the new high. Nice setup. So far, so good. Oh, that was close. Held 72, which might have been the bottom. I needed to hold that trade. Well, 72 might have not have been the bottom. It's failing. Oh, what's going on with the fills all of a sudden, man? Well, I completely botched that. I should have been up to 2K. That is miserable. That was miserable right there. And I have no one to blame but myself. I got a little excited with that big win and then got aggressive 75 for the like 5 day push. It's a decent place to try it, man. After that nice move from 73, we sold 75. It's like the break and hold of a whole dollar almost. It looks like it's holding 75 to just keep going, so I buy twice. But then it comes down and it's like a massive loss. And I guess, 180, 18,000 shares or 19,000 shares, every penny is 190. So if I lose 2 cents, then there's the $400 profit I just made, right? Which doesn't take a lot to happen. NUWE is on a pretty interesting setup that could resolve later in the day. This is important to mention here that we have this like double bottom. If it gets back into this midpoint area here, if it's able to maneuver properly and break out, maybe we see something, right? But we'll see. It's the kind of stock that at 2 p.m. you come back and then it's halted up at highs, right? You got to keep the scans on, keep the charts open, set alerts. Maybe like 3:30 alert. SPPL, we had a bit of a false breakout, so I'm just waiting to see if it does hold up or maybe it sells off. Can't be upset about taking aggressive trades, man. It's like that trade on Friday when we lost the 600. Or was that Thursday, maybe? I think Thursday. because if it's the equal and opposite reaction, I'm jumping for joy, right? Which is I'm in massive size and then the stock keeps going. So when it goes against you, it's like you can't even take a second to say, man, like that's just wasting time. You can just keep trading stock. Got to just eliminate these weakness, these moments of weakness where I'm distracting myself from the tape and losing crucial information to get back in on another quick sweet dip or breakout or whatever. Five years and I'm still complaining. Why? Why can't I just show up and not complain and then just that's it? Smooth trading, or give, or at least I'll have a better opportunity of like a smoother experience. And then I work on this for tomorrow. I do a good job, and then within 3 days, it's like I'm doing it again. You know why? Is this vicious cycle almost? What I need now is a Neuralink chip from Elon Musk. CGC. How's this one looking? Looks like a higher float. But a Neuralink chip, maybe I can erase my frustration, spectrum of the emotion, right? Of emotion, and then maybe I can be an even better trader with a hack, right? With a glitch, turn into half robot or something. Of course, I'd never do that, but I guess it's an interesting conversation. And it's so strange because the technology is something else, man. Like maybe in the next 30, 40 years, it seems like the sci-fi movies where we think it wouldn't happen in our lifetime, we're like already seeing, a lot of it with these robots and like self-driving cars and these things. Just a couple hundred years ago, the people then, if they're to be, teleported into this time frame, they wouldn't believe the infrastructure and just technology. So it must mean that in another, just a few hundred years, maybe even just like 200 years, now that there's the help of like computing and AI, in another 200 years, it might look even more different than it looks now compared to like, 300, 400, 500, 600 years ago. Flying cars and all sorts of madness might just be a reality. Which is why we have to agree. Well, let me not say that. Which is why I have to aggressively continue to buy SPY. Because SPY more than likely in the next few hundred years should be hitting record numbers. And then my great, 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 great grandkids can maybe reap some benefits of SPY. SPY will be hitting 100K. The Dow Jones hitting, I didn't even know what, maybe a million. NUWE slowly inching up, perhaps can be the stock that provides the third wave of momentum. Keeping my eyes on it here. The whole thing's that this type of pattern is going to take long to see if it does, We're going to be here waiting. DJ, congratulations on on getting on tying the knot and locking it in. Hope you had a great ceremony. Hope everyone enjoyed themselves, man. We got one of the YouTube subscribers saying that they got married yesterday. So shout out to DJ. Have a good rest of the day, man. Oh, did it? Oh, it came down. Oh man. Well, for me right now, this stock is in no man's land, so I wouldn't be touching it here yet, unless it gets up to like 30, 40. But hopefully no one got caught. The dip can maybe bounce up nicely. But the pattern remains the same, right? It's not going to be just the W now, but if it's to hold up here again and then get back to 30, but we'll see. Have children if you're married, or else otherwise you're just roommates. I'm pretty sure we can have a lot of interesting conversations around these things. Oh man, that's a whole nother side of things, man. It's definitely a beautiful thing when it goes well. It can also be pretty ugly depending on the situation. The worst part about that stuff is like somebody who you might have known very closely, you and that person can essentially become like, I don't want to say enemies. I mean, for some people, that's actually the reality, sadly. But for others, sometimes it's like that individual is essentially like non-existent, after the split, especially if there's like no children involved and those type of things. So, and that's life, right? Nothing is perfect. So we all have to choose wisely. STAF being mentioned, and I should be rotating here instead of talking about marriage. Missing hot stocks. STAF. There could be entries here. Let me check if it's volatile enough. Now we can uptrend a little more. Like break of 3 perhaps could be an entry. It looks like I could work with this. Bro, what about my fills right there are crazy. Bro, I sold for 4 cents gain and lost money. It's having trouble. We're seeing some selling. There's a bid right here at 90. I'm going to try tight stop. Give me the ask. All right. Bro, knowing that money could be made like that, right? Like I just made $100 right there, right? Like I just can't see myself doing a normal job again. Like it's just like who could have known that making money could be like that? This market is I let me not say it like that. I can do anything. If let's say the market ceases to exist tomorrow, I can go do anything. I don't want to ever like just, box myself off like that, but it's definitely an interesting field here that we have. At my Amazon job, I'd have to work a couple hours to make that $100, as my wage is pretty low. And the risk aspect is always real, which is always worth mentioning every time we talk about how much we could make. I could have also lost $100 there. Here's that bid. It still seems to be holding that buyer, 50,000 shares. ZCAR. The orders being filled. And giving a great entry here. I'm going to try to sell the ask. Bro, we had 97 right there. I'm gonna size up if it goes over 3. Can we go over 3? Ooh. Yep, okay. I asked for that high fill there. The spreads opened up, and I didn't look at the ask price. It might go. I think it might go here. Can we get over 3? Maybe 305, 310? And with this bigger size, is where I got to be careful to not give back all. So maybe I come back down to 2K. We got another seller again. That order's filled. There is 05. I'm going to take it high as it's holding. Can we continue? No, we cannot. Still here, though. 3, 99, 96. Can I see back over 3? It's honestly choppy. I'm going to stop. The dip from 90, okay, but I mean, come on. Everything else there is too mixy. But it has potential though, and VWAP going up is at 23. So a little bit of room over 3 if it is to be strong to VWAP before like a major known resistance. And then we have 340 if we're to get above 320. After that, pre-market highs. Okay, there's 7, there's 9, there's 10, there's 11, there's 12, 13. Well, all right. 18, 19, 20. Well, this thing might mean business here. And I didn't really get a lot of entries as it was going there. I sold that too soon. Said that's a great entry there. I'm going to sell too soon. And those trades I should be selling right here. 10 cents. Well, 8 cents gain. Entries like that, man, it's like you hate to fumble it. And oh, wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. I could not have imagined that happening. What the actual hell? Bro. 38 dip. I got filled 47. Oh my gosh. Why is it so rough? It might come down some more. Okay, maybe not. Nah. I can't fumble this thing, man. Come on. There's a small spread. Do I need to use limit orders? Okay, that's a good enough of a fill, I guess. I suppose. I suppose. Give me 50. Give me 50. Show me 50 here. It's not bouncing. As long as it doesn't teleport down on me, I'm fine. And I'm willing to re-average if I need to. Break and reclaim. Are we going to see something? It's like there's a lot of selling for some reason. Like, is it getting shorted? Maybe it's getting shorted. It could be getting shorted. View up. Hmm. It almost got halted up, you know. It was in a halt up, and I think we had like a false halt. Came pretty close to halting up. And sometimes you just never could really anticipate the strength. In hindsight, I'd go back and take 30,000 shares and just hold it and sell up at 60. Right? So just waiting patiently, and if we can get a couple entries here, that'll be good. Okay. Well, where did we start from? We came from like $3 breakout, right? Yeah. We don't need a full retracement here. If we do, it's like a Christmas tree all over again, you know? If we can hold up like right here, it's great. Then try again for like 350. And don't you dip on me. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I'm giving you a chance here with a couple cents stop. Don't you do it. Curl up nicely. All right, just taking the L. It might just be going down to $3. Do I want to try again here? All right, I'm maybe playing with fire. Yeah. Okay. All right. And you got to be quick to sell to get at least a decent fill, man. If not, you're gonna get blazed. Oh, $60 from a stock that went up 70 cents. Great. From 290 to 360. The move from 308 to 320 was like just sudden volume. The dip down to 312, even if I'd gotten even if I'd held that trade, I would have sold it 2024. There's just no way I could have seen myself holding that all the way. So, and from 24, it just skipped in price and just took off. Well, is that the day? Are we locking it in? Well, NUWE is perhaps back in business. Still, you know, again, it's still holding. It's 11 a.m. Let me check this book again. Where's this book? The weekends are starting to feel like just one day, man. Saturday, I'm running around, doing everything, and then Monday comes, you still don't get to do everything you wanted to do. Sunday, I was reviewing a lot, which was good, but I wasn't home on Sunday. I would have reviewed it on the live. I would have did a live stream, but I wasn't home. So, and then on top of that, the pastor went out on Saturday night studying with 5 hours of sleep. Maybe not the greatest of studying. I think I might shut it down here. Right now we still got 378 people. Guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. DJ, are you spamming the chat, brother? Do not spam the chat. Or are you guys talking? Is this like a different language or something? It looks like it is. But do not spam the chat, please. Hebrew. Well, okay, that's fine. That's actually fine. That's all right. You guys are good. Also, be sure to connect in the Discord, right? That way you guys can have voice calls as well. Marcelo looks like he left out early. He's saying that he's leaving before he gives back any gains off the top. And that he bled out. Okay, he bled out a little bit, but leaving so he doesn't give back all. So Marcelo left out a little early. Big Steve. Slow day, I think. Calling it. It looks like a lot of people might have had a slower day. I was able to get money on the NUWE because I saw it early. If I'd missed the first move, man, it would have been, that's it. We have to dominate pre-market. There is no excuse. And honestly, I think all of us, as in the mentors, should be doing it. And for those of you who are students, um, it's there's opportunity, right? Of course, you'll have to utilize limit orders, but there's opportunities. my goal is gonna be to be here at 8 a.m. every day, and I'll start to trade, and then I'll probably turn on the live stream at 8:30. Maybe I even turn it on earlier. So I'll have an hour. I'll wake up at 7 a.m. So I'll have an hour to like get ready, and then um we'll see how it goes. The time going back also helps because like you get an extra hour of sleep. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the live stream. For any of you who might have questions, if there are any questions, we can do like a maybe a 10 minute, 5-10 minute Q&A to end it off. If there's any questions on the YouTube stream, if not, we can get out of here. For those of you in the Discord, I can give a recap here and maybe knock out my recap early as well. I usually will do it at 4 p.m. at the close. But maybe I do it early today and just I may have to go see my accountant today. So this stuff is so annoying, man. It's like I have other stuff planned for this day, and then here I am having to go maybe see my accountant. Anyhows, one thing at a time, all things in succession. That's the saying. ADN. We can give the watch list stocks a look through here before we go. And ADN is at VWAP. $350. There's 52. There's 54. Will this one surprise us with a decent size move here as well? There's 58. Excuse me. There's 58. There's 51. Oh, back down 51. Maybe we're on to something here if this thing can get above VWAP. There's a small bid here. Not the fill I'm looking for there. Also bad exit. That's gonna be good. 65. This thing might mean business. Dang. It's crazy because if I get the fill, I would have caught that move. I would have caught this whole move, man. Sometimes it's way more close than people think. There's 89. It's also surprising us with a massive move. Oh my gosh. The fill, man. The fills are slow. You gotta watch out. Taking 62. Can I see 75, 80? And that's gonna be a losing trade. Are we just seeing a Christmas tree here? You gotta be kidding me, man. All of that nice, beautiful move to come right back down here. Beautiful move up just to sell off. When a stock does this, it makes me think, okay, we're gonna hold up 70s, maybe high 60s, and something like that. You never know exactly where the pullback is gonna go. Hold up the retracement and not do 100%. It's 100% retracement here. If we could have held up, 60s, 70s, even if it held high at like 80s, and I kept going over 4 would have been great, but and this is twice here, but it's an example of how a stock could go up aggressively and you cannot make any money. So it's always tricky, it's always difficult. We love what we're doing here, but it's never easy. The word easy doesn't really exist. But yeah. But anyhow, I think I'm gonna shut it down here. I'm gonna look at this list of stuff that I have to do and keep knocking things out. This week we'll be recording more success stories, so you guys can keep an eye out for those. I recorded a video that I was going to post Saturday, but then after editing, I just didn't like how it came out, so I'm going to do it over. And not being home, I wanted to post a monthly recap too, so not being home kind of messed that up a little bit. Saturday, man, this was behind schedule. But anyhow, stay safe, you guys. I don't need to bore you guys with my scheduling problems. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe, stay green. For those of you who are in the chat room, I'm gonna do a recap here to show you guys. We'll look over the archive. I'll show you guys the trades that I took on the resumption. We'll look at the fills. We're gonna also look at the cheaper stock and how I was able to make money. For those of you on YouTube, take care, stay safe, stay green. I'll catch you guys later. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. And that's gonna do it. Tomorrow again, I'll catch you guys 8:50 or maybe a little earlier in pre-market.